Yes, okay. Welcome to the first episode of Fans with Mics. We are here at Mojo. It's halftime. Arsenal is behind PSG, and here with me is Frank, an Arsenal fan. Frank, how's the game?
Wow, we started well. We were so strong. Of course, Donnarumma made all the difference. I'm still hopeful. We needed a goal in the first half, but we didn't get that. PSG got back in the game. Wow, they scored a wonderful goal. But I hope we can come back stronger in the second half.
What does Arteta has to do in the second half so that he can pull off this game? Because we've seen that he first played very well in the first minutes of the game, and then he loses it towards the 30th minute, and of course in the 27th minute we saw that good goal coming in.
No, I think at some point we need players that can change the game. I think Trossard and Calafiori, those are guys that are going to come in and try to do something. Of course, Saka is too double teamed, so he needs a lot of help on that wing. I think, if we make those changes a little bit earlier in the game, we could have a chance.
If you're bringing Trossard, who are you pulling out?
I think Martinelli, to just change the perspective of the game. He has had a good first half. The first 20-30 minutes, he was good. He faded out a bit. I think in the 60th minute around there, I would introduce Trossard because he's a little bit more direct. He's a better goal threat than Martinelli himself. And we need a goal. We need that first goal to bring back the confidence. You can see the players were a little bit deflated. Yeah, but at least today is a bit more positive. You can see we even had better possession of the ball. Partey being in the midfield makes a whole lot of a difference. So,
your prediction before we go for the second half?
I think we're going to have an extra time. We're going to score 2 goals in the 90 minutes, and we shall go to the extra time. Arsenal is going through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fans with Mics, once again, that's Frank, an Arsenal fan. I'm going to get a Manchester United fan who is currently a PSG fan.
Yeah.
You're a PSG fan?
No, Arsenal fan.
You're an Arsenal fan. How do you see the game?
I'm worried. I don't know.
Okay.
The way we are passing is the problem. I think we can improve on the way we are passing. We are on too much pressure. We should play our own game. Maybe in the second half we can get like 2 goals. And then maybe we go to extra time and win it.
Any change do you think that could be made to make the game better?
That change, I think the left back, Skady should come out, and we bring like Calafiori because his confidence is too low. He can't manage this game. I think if we bring like Calafiori, we may get a result. Yeah.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
Okay, it's half time. We shall be coming back after the full time to see what happens. It's Arsenal in Paris trying to make it to the finals of Champions League. But of course, right now, it's PSG leading. We don't know what will happen. Let's wait for the second half. Fans with Mics here at Mojo. What a thrilling semi-final clash between PSG and Arsenal. And of course, the better team won. It is PSG through to the final. But it was an incredible game, emotional. Both teams showed grit, and both teams showed that they were ready for the finals. But as you know, the results sometimes don't go the way we want them to go. And here with me are fans of PSG. What's your name, brother?
Brian is my name.
Yes.
Generally, the game was it was very good, very entertaining. The previous game, the first leg, Arsenal, they used that excuse of Partey not being in the game. Well, today Partey was in the game. Well, he tried to compose the midfield. The midfield was very solid, but PSG had better tactics overall. The counter-attacks were on point. They had their strikers were. However much the young kids didn't perform as expected, Bakola, Duse, they weren't as good as they have always been, but at least they gave it all their best. Arsenal tried, they really tried, but as you know, it is the hope that kills. They were very hopeful till today, but you've seen what has come out. So, cheers to Guinness. We are going to drink for...
Okay, who was your player of the match?
To me, I think my player of the match would be either I would choose between Donnarumma made some good, nice saves. Nuno Mendes, he was very good in that. Was very good at holding Saka back. And then this other number 7, he has a very complicated name for PSG. But I think generally, overall, I would give it to Nuno Mendes.
Okay.
He really kept Saka.
Second half, we had a missed penalty and a huge goal from Saka and another big miss. What do you have to say about that?
Hello everyone. My name is Nicholas and I'm an Arsenal supporter. First of all, the better team won. The better team won, and next time better. I feel like PSG tactically they were better than us. So I think all we can do is go back, refresh, get a better team, come back next year bigger and better.
Which positions do you think should be reinforced as we go into the transfer season?
Martinelli, he needs to know what to do with the ball. He needs to know that sometimes he needs to score those goals. 2, our captain, he needs to sometimes lift the team. Because you see, he made only 1 shot on target and that was it. So we feel like next time our captain needs to come through for us. But otherwise, hard luck.
We are headed into the transfer season. Who do you want maybe Arteta to bring in?
A 9. We need a 9.
Yeah, Arsenal has a very solid 9. Yes. Saka would cross in the balls. Very nice balls. But they would meet Merino. Merino is now a false 9. Later, the Martinelli was in, but I think Martinelli did, however much his runs were good, but he did a lot of wastage. He didn't know when to pass, and when he wasn't supposed to pass, that's when he won. So that cost the team. Secondly, I think, but generally the midfield was good. Then I think their back line, somehow they were missing Gabriel. Gabriel's energy, his intensity, especially in the set pieces. He has been very vital in Arsenal set pieces and also on holding that back line. So I think they missed Gabriel, and they also need to look for a very good number 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going into the transfer season, who are you looking at?
I think they need to get us a 9, because you see, we were relying on Mikel for a 9, and it's not a 9. So we need a 9. We need to let go of the old players, Jorginho and all that group. They need to give Partey a new contract, because you see what he did. He was good. Otherwise, and Martinelli, if they can get some other person in that wing, just to give him competition, to know that he can sometimes be substituted, then we are going to be a better team next season. But otherwise, as Arsenal fans, don't give up. Don't give up. We've been
overall. Since both of you, I'm seeing he's wearing an Arsenal jersey. Can we now come to the conclusion that watching Arsenal is Netflix?
Before that, we need to sing Frank, please come through. Frank, come through. Are you saying that we need to wait and it's a Netflix movie? Every time you're watching Arsenal, it's like a Netflix movie?
Next season.
Next season. What do you have to say after the 90 minutes?
No, of course, I'm very gutted as an Arsenal fan. You know, we felt we were in good spirits and all that, but again, the better team won. Like we said earlier, Arteta needed to get his substitutes on a bit earlier. You know, to wait until 70 minutes when you're already 2-1 down doesn't make sense. I mean, just go put on better players. Lewis Kelly today, he looked a shadow of himself.
A missed penalty in the second half for PSG. They managed to put in another goal, and then when we thought Saka was going to score, he bottles it up. What do you think?
No, I think when Raya saved that penalty, really the spirits should have been up. I thought the gear would step up a little bit better, and then the guys slept. You know, we went all the way forward, played around with the ball, lost the ball, and you know, in about 5 touches, it was in the back of the net. So
your man of the match.
Man of the match, I think, for me, Donnarumma has had the best effect on the game. He's my man of the match, sadly, you know, but yeah, he won that game for PSG. He won the first leg for PSG, he has won the second leg for PSG.
Going forward, we are heading into the transfer season. and Arsenal has bottled up all the competitions. This was the best time for them to win the championship in the Premier League. They failed. We thought because now Barcelona is out, Real Madrid is out, Bayern is out, Liverpool is out, and we thought, of course, this is our year.
No,
How do we move from now?
No, this is the Champions League. It can never be your year until you win it. You know, I mean, yesterday Barcelona scored a goal almost at the end of the game, and they thought they are in the finals. And just about 2-3 minutes later, Inter got an equalizer, and eventually they're in the finals. So moving forward, Arsenal knows its problems. I mean, from the start of the season, Arsenal needs a striker. You know, for me, I think that is the one thing. And then right now you feel there are certain players that are overplayed and they are tired. You can tell. I mean, by the 70th minute, players like Saka can't go on. They don't have the legs to go on. He's just recently back from a very long injury. Players like the Martinellis, they came back earlier. They've played so many games. When you look at Saliba in the last 5-6 games, he's actually lost a lot of balls. You know, they have cost us some games. You know, he's tired. He's played practically every game. So we need to rotate the team a little bit better. Arteta needs to have more confidence in young players like Nwaneri. Nwaneri has been excellent this season. I wonder why he hasn't played in a game like today. I mean, by the 75th minute, Odegaard should have been out, you know, and put in some fresh legs and fresher minds in Nwaneri and players like that. So going forward, then, I mean, we need a striker, a very good striker. The options in the market are really good, though some are exaggerated in price tags, but we know what the problem is for the team. We need a striker that's going to take us.
If you are given to be, let's say, the Arsenal agent right now, who would you hunt right now?
I mean, the world is full of good strikers, but what we look for is a guy that is going to come in and fit in the system of the team a lot better. When you look at the names that we're talking about, Alexander Isak, very, very excellent. I think he's Thierry Henry-esque in a way. He comes in, fits in very well. If you've watched Victor Gocheres play, he's very good on the ball, so I think he can be a good fit in. Benjamin Sesko, the third option, he's been a little bit off this season. He's been very good the last 3 seasons, but this season he's been a bit off. I think he got injured at some point. So we have good options. I think I would go with Victor Gocheres. Why? Because, again, he's been the most informed striker this season, and he's cheaper than Alexander Isak. He would fit in the team very, very well. Yeah.
Fans with Mike, that's how we end it right now. It's a Netflix series for the Arsenal fans. Some don't believe it, but here we are. A semi-final bottled up, a championship bottled up, FA Cup gone. We don't have any trophy in the cabin this season, and that's how it ends. It's been a beautiful night. Till next season, Arsenal is gone. Fans with Mike's, our first episode. See you soon.